I'm Pisces. Welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your mid-July 2023 love reading. Thanks to those of you who like, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all that. For those of you new to the channel, as far as what we have in front of us, it's what I call the bridge and the gap spread. And the way it works is a look at the past, present, and future energies between you and your main love interest. Once we get through all that, we'll pull some oracle cards as well for some additional insight, and that's where the bridge and the gap dynamic comes into play. And as far as the decks being used, on the left side we have the Lover's Path Tarot, on the right side we have the Romantic Tarot. Also, keep in mind it's a general reading, so I'm going to be referring to the cards on the left as your energy and the cards on the right as the other person's. If you feel like it's the other way around in your situation, then definitely trust that. Alright, so past energy on your side, we have Temptation, and this is the equivalent of the Devil in traditional tarot. So, I could see this going a couple of different ways. For some of you, this could just be saying that you may have been in a connection with someone else, and when you met this person in the past, they might have actually pulled you away from that connection. Or I do have to say, for some of you, it could be the other way around, where you might have already been involved with this person in the past, and someone might have come along that pulled you away from the connection. Possibly someone that you were friends with, but that's what I see with that. Alright, past energy on their side, we have the Knight of Cups. So, this could just be saying that in general, this person might have been a bit charming, right? Although maybe a little bit superficial in certain ways too. And this could just be saying that maybe you guys might have even met while you were out drinking, something along those lines, or just enjoying nightlife in some way. But given that we do see the mask element there, could just be saying as well that you might have felt like you didn't fully know the person, right? So you're like, okay, yeah, on the one hand, I enjoy being with this person, but I'm not fully sure if I could trust them yet. Alright, present energy on your side, we have the Queen of Staves, so Aries energy here, and to me this says that your passion's grown for this person. Now, if this was a dynamic where you might have stepped away from the connection, to see the body language here, it looks like you're fully back into this current connection, if that's the case. But yeah, either way, it looks like it's saying that there's a lot of passion coming from you at this time toward this person. Alright, present energy on their side, we have the Three of Swords. So if there was some kind of a third-party dynamic, right, could just be saying, so let's say if they found out that you had stepped out on a connection, right, maybe they really aggressively make sure that that dynamic's put to an end, right, and in some ways that might actually make you view this person more favorably, right, that they were assertive and shutting down that dynamic. Or for others, you could just be saying, again, like I said, if you were in a connection in the past and this is a person that came along, now you might really view them as a lot better than the previous connection, right? So it could just be one of those things where, like, okay, yeah, I'm totally glad to leave that old situation behind. This person just seems to be far better. Alright, future energy on your side, we have the Eight of Cups. So this is actually a Pisces energy here, so makes sense to see that come up for you guys, but could just be saying that in the future you might feel like you want to step out and seek further fulfillment, as far as you might feel like there's not really enough of that coming from this connection directly. So reading this spread as a whole, this reminds me of the fact that we're just about to step into Venus retrograde energy right around when Leo season starts, so it's already in shadow at the time of recording this, but this could be one of those dynamics, you know, where you might meet someone new, things seem really great initially, but then after a while you're like, oh, okay, maybe, you know, I wasn't seeing the situation clearly. So just be on the lookout for that if you have anyone totally new in the picture. But that's what I see with that. And future energy on their side, we have the Devil. So yeah, so a couple different ways I could see this playing out, right? So like I said, for those of you, if you had the Devil in the past, they have it in the future, right? So let's just say if you did step out on this person in the past, in the future they might be like, okay, well now you really need to go above and beyond to establish the fairness in the connection again, right? So they might feel like, okay, well now you stepped out, so because of that you have to move heaven and earth to make me happy, right? And that's it, and I'm not really going to reciprocate much. That's one way it could be playing out. And for others of you, if this is one of those dynamics where this is more of a new person that came along and you decided, oh yeah, I'd much rather be in the connection with this new person than the previous connection I was in, this could be one of those things where you might realize over time, like, okay, yeah, this person's actually pretty high maintenance, right? Maybe they love attention, they always want to be in the spotlight, right? So you might start to see more of their flaws in the future that might make you a little bit more hesitant to continue with the connection. All right, bottom of the deck on your side, we have balance. So this is actually the equivalent of the temperance card in traditional tarot, which is Sagittarius energy. So it could just be saying that for some of you might have felt like they brought you balance, right? So let's say if you were a bit more quiet, right, with the watery energy that we see there, this person, if they had more passion to them, that might have been something that really drew you to them, right? Because you're like, oh, okay, they could bring that other side of me out, something along those lines there. All right, and bottom of the deck on their side, we have the Page of Swords. So yeah, it could just be one of those things where this person might struggle a little bit when it comes to communicating around their passion, what they really feel deep down. So that might have been part of the struggle that you might have had, right? So let's just say, going back to this example, if you guys met in the partying environment, right, and maybe when they drink, let's say, they're a lot more open and expressive around how they're feeling, right? But in the day to day, you might feel like, oh, okay, they're not really normally like that, right? So it's one of those things where they need to have that kind of environment to be more open and expressive. So you might feel like, oh, I'm not sure that we're a really good match there. And then for them, it could just be saying that, they might have the genuine feelings, but they might struggle with communicating them from time to time. So that could be another reason why they rather sit back and let you be the one to be the expressive one all the time, too. All right, now moving on to the Oracle cards. First, we'll see what we get from the Messages of Oracle card deck here. Just looking for a single card from this deck. Oh, got one there. All right, and next we'll see what we get from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. Same situation, just one card here as well, and then we'll wrap the reading up with those messages. Got one there. All right, so let's start with the Messages of card. Okay, it says different pages. Here's the focus. Okay, it says you and this person don't share the same vision. So yeah, interesting message there, right? Where, like I said, it looks like, so for some of you, again, you might have stepped out on this connection with this person, with someone else. For others of you, though, like I said, it could have been that they might have actually been the ones who pulled your attention away from a previous connection. But either way, like I said, it looks like over time, yeah, it looks like in the present, the passion might be high with this person, but then in the future, you might feel like, oh, I'm not sure I could really get the full emotional fulfillment that I'm seeking through this connection. So I can see how that would pop up there. And like I said, this definitely makes me think of the Venus retrograde themes for sure. So it could be what's at play there. All right, and we have Truth to be Told from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. There's the artwork and the numbers 14, which interestingly enough is the same as the balance or temperance energy. All right, let's see what this has to say. Okay, the relationship message says people tell you who they are very quickly if you're willing to listen to what they say and pay attention to how they behave. This card calls you to engage in heartfelt, open conversation. It's time to see the truth about what you share with each other and tell the truth about who you are and what you need. No one could do that for you. Remember that your truth is always based on your personality and experience up to now. A higher truth to be found after you communicate honestly and see how doing so has helped you become more attuned to yourself. Don't hold back. Speak your truth and listen. So yeah, definitely a positive message there, especially because, like I said, between the different pages and me seeing this future energy where it looks like you might have second thoughts around, could I really see myself going further with this person or not, right? So in that regard, maybe communicating around what you guys need would be a positive there. But hopefully that resonated with you guys. We'll wrap up there, and I'll see you all next month. All right, bye.